Hey, what's up guys? You're listening to the Social Real Madrid podcast as ever with your host Muddassir Hussain. Now obviously the season is over, but we have set up a special treat for you during the off season. It's that time of the year where the big clubs get linked to every player under the sun, and of course there isn't a bigger club than Real Madrid. And we all know with Florentino in charge of the club, the rumours of who will be his next Galactico intensify every summer. So without further waffling on from me, let me introduce to you our guest. It's Jeinny Lizarazo. Now Jeinny's become quite the personality on Twitter recently, having linked Real Madrid to a huge swoop of a number of world-class players this summer. So whether you love her or hate her, we have her here for an exclusive interview, so please stay tuned. Thank you for joining us on the show, Jeinny. Hope you're well.
Thank you very much.
Let's get straight to it. I'd like to open up the show by asking you about your thoughts on last season. In your opinion, where did it go wrong?
Okay, well, a lot of things obviously. I think everything after the World Cup of the clubs went wrong because I think was missing a lot of motivation on the team, and we didn't have what we need, like rotations, because it's too many games during the season and the players, they were tired. That was awful. At the end, you can see them like not 100% ready to play the important games, and like you have losses with teams that you should be winning, like Juventus and Atletico de Madrid. Do you remember those games? That hurts a lot for Real Madrid. That's my opinion.
Okay, so you believe that the lack of rotations is where it went wrong for Real Madrid. So do you think Perez was right to sack Carlo Ancelotti then?
Yes. I think that was the best decision. Actually, they thought, that's what I heard, they thought doing like after they lost 4-0 with Atletico de Madrid, the decision was made, but they couldn't say anything about it until the season is done. Like,
sorry to disturb. Ancelotti had obviously the 22 game streak speaks for itself. He's the manager with the most goals and most points per game, and he's also the Real Madrid manager who has the most wins after 100 games. But obviously he failed against the big teams, like you're saying. So do you think, as a whole, Perez made the correct decision?
Yeah, definitely. We done the same. And okay, it's 22 wins, but you need results. You need to win. That's the most important. Like, you have to come with the Copa del Rey. You came with nothing. You bring nothing to the table. So Real Madrid, with the team Real Madrid has in the past season, you have to win at least something. And you came with nothing. It's like unbelievable. Like, it's not that you have to fire him, obviously.
Okay. So with a deeper squad, do you think Ancelotti may have led Madrid to more success?
Yes. Rotations. That's what we need. Rotations. Because you have a lot of good players on the bench and you're not using it. And they have to practice. They have to go to the field and show what they have, like Chicharito. Unfortunately, we couldn't take advantage of him because he couldn't play enough minutes. For example, Benzema, okay, Benzema is a good player, but at some point, the BBC wasn't working enough, and you have to do something about it. You can just like, no, I trust the BBC with everything. That's wrong, because you cannot play the same BBC, the same strategy with every team, because it's different. Every team has something. You have to read the game, and you have to do something about it at that minute. You can go like with the BBC like a Bible. It's not the way Real Madrid coach should be playing.
Yeah, I completely understand that. But you mentioned to me a while ago that you actually tweeted that it was Ancelotti's fault when Florentino offered him a deeper squad, like i.e. more rotations in January, and Ancelotti said, no, I don't need them, apparently. So do you think that's where Ancelotti went wrong?
Definitely. He lied because the thing with Ancelotti is he's trying to stars, and they can take advantage of it. That's what happens. You know, they tend to cover the locker room, and they just talk to him like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and he went with it. And you cannot do that because you are the coach, you are the authority of the team, and you have to do what's the best for the team, not what's the best for each player, because everybody's gonna take his side, his own side. For example, you have to, in my opinion, you have to create competition between the players in your own team to be successful, okay? For example, if Benzema is not giving the 100% in a game, halftime you have to change him and put Chicharito in. You know, if you create the competition between the players, you're gonna get better results, definitely. That's what I think was missing this season with Ancelotti.
But do you think it's fair to say it's Ancelotti's fault? I mean, if you take a look at his bench, he didn't have a lot of choice, really, did he? He didn't trust Illarramendi, and it's not surprising.
Yeah, he didn't. That's the problem, because you have to show him. You have to make him feel like, okay, this is the shot. You can do it. Okay, I'm gonna give you time. It's not just one game or 30 minutes. You need time to get used to and get confidence, like what happened with Morata. You see what Morata did in Juventus, and they said, no, Morata is not ready, but you need to give them opportunity to play, to show what they have to offer to the team.
So you think Illarramendi, with a bit of confidence, could potentially...
Yeah, little by little he's gonna get... Yeah, but you don't have to play Illarramendi in big games. You know what I mean? You have a lot of games, like when you with Eibar, for example, with teams that you can reach a little bit more and put the bench on, and you can dress your best players for the big games. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, so I understand that you were initially against the Rafa Benitez appointment. You were favouring Jurgen Klopp, weren't you?
Yeah. But in my opinion, a lot of Madridistas want he as a coach, like they want him as a coach, but that was Klopp's decision. What I heard is he's not going to do whatever the executives want. So that's the difference between Klopp and Benitez. Benitez said a lot of things, and it's just fine. He's doing alright right now. I like what I'm seeing of Benitez, and I think he could be good coach. Why not?
Okay, so your opinion has changed, yeah?
Yeah, well, what he's showing so far, I like it, but I have to say something. What I said before was what the situation at the moment. Real Madrid wants Klopp, and clubs want to Real Madrid, especially Florentino, in that moment. But you know how is this business? Everything changed in a blink of the eye. So at the end, they change their mind and they bring Benitez, and I'm okay with it. I think he can do a lot of good things.
What do you think he will bring to the table, which Ancelotti couldn't?
Well, Benitez, you know, he likes to play 4-2-3-1. I think that's a very good way to go. I think he can put Cristiano Ronaldo as a number 9. You know, and he can use better. He can give better use to Bale. It's possible, because we know Bale plays better at the left side. And the most important thing, I think he can bring control to the locker room. That's what we need: control and motivation for the players, because we have a very good talent on Real Madrid right now, and you just have to find a way to explode them.
Okay. He's known for his defensive and organised football, isn't he? Do you think the Bernabeu fans will warm and accept that kind of football?
Don't worry, they're gonna get used to, and they're gonna attack.
You think Benitez will play attacking football?
Yes, definitely.
Interesting. Okay, let's move on to the transfer window. Obviously, it's that time of year where Real Madrid is linked to every single player living. You mentioned a while ago on Twitter that Real Madrid had agreements with De Gea, Alaba, Verratti, Pogba and Marco Reus. Do you still stand by these claims, Jeinny?
Yeah, well, at that time, for now, they already talked with the players, they spoke with them, and both Verratti and Royce, they want to come. De Gea definitely is coming. I heard this is 30 million he's going to get.
And you think Verratti and Royce want to come?
Yes.
Is there any updates from your sources saying how possible it is now?
It's a lot of possibility because you have to understand something. This is like a game of chess. You have to see what happens if Barcelona can sign those players. It's really dangerous for Real Madrid. So I don't think Florentino wants that. The only way they don't come to Real Madrid if they can make sure Barcelona doesn't sign them. Because what happened? Barcelona would have the three amigos, and that's a powerful thing for Barcelona. What Barcelona needs is a midfield players. And if you bring that kind of level midfield players right now, it could be unstoppable. And I don't think it's good for Real Madrid right now. So if you have to be, you want to play smart, you should get those players. They're on the table, they want to come to Madrid.
Okay, yeah, Zidane is obviously after Pogba, isn't he? And I believe I've read in the press that Pogba's more of a Florentino Perez signing, whereas Verratti was more of a Ancelotti choice. Do you think the changing of manager has sort of changed the possibility of Verratti joining? Do you think Pogba's now a favourite?
No, I don't think so.
No?
Both of them.
You think both of them will be Real Madrid players this summer?
Maybe, could be a really good possibility because they're very good players and we need them. And the good thing is the way Benitez want to play all of them is possible for Real Madrid because it's gonna be rotation during the year. It's not like they're gonna have constantly rotation. You see what happened with Casillas already? Benitez know what he's doing. I like what he's doing right now. You wanna give confidence to all of them, and it's not gonna be like the last year.
The general concern amongst Madridistas is that the arrival of another ball-playing midfielder, the likes of Verratti or Royce, could force Isco out of the club. Do you think Isco will be at the club this summer?
Will be. I think they're different players. They have different things to bring to the table, so I don't think he's gonna leave. And remember, it's a lot of games coming, and they're gonna rotate everybody. They're gonna rotate everybody. Everybody gonna have time to play, to show what they have, and I think that's what Real Madrid needs right now. Well, I don't think right now, everybody gonna have a chance.
I mean, what you're saying, I believe in and I accept. However, it's a bit almost like a video game. I mean, you can't expect such big attitudes like Royce, Pogba, and Verratti to just be happy sitting on the bench. Do you not understand?
No. I think they want to win, and they're gonna do the best. If they come to Real Madrid, I think it's not gonna be a problem. He's not stars right now with Benitez. If he had to sit Cristiano Ronaldo, and I have to tell you, I'm really fan of Cristiano Ronaldo. If Benitez, I heard what he said behind the doors. He said, if I had to see Cristiano Ronaldo, I will. Everybody said, nobody have to you're gonna have competition inside the team between the players. Of course, Cristiano Ronaldo is gonna play because he's a great player. But if he's not giving the 100% of what the team needs, he's gonna be on the bench too. That's what I heard. That's the Benitez idea.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so I've picked a number of tweets, Jeinny, which Madridistas want to ask you. Of course, this is a new feature of the podcast. This will be carried on to next season as well. We'll have regular guests on the podcast, and we'll be asking you Madridistas to tweet in. So let me just get to a few of them. Abhishek Mil says Verratti to Madrid is looking unlikely with every passing day. Do you think it will happen?
Yeah, I think it's really possible. I don't think Real Madrid, as I said, Real Madrid wants to let Barcelona get a better team than them. And if Verratti wants to come, of course they're gonna get him. He's a very good player. Why not?
Okay. Next up, Junior Reyes wants to know what you think about the rumours of Casillas' imminent departure.
He's leaving.
100%?
Yeah, he's leaving. He's leaving because because he's gonna be the third goalie, and he's not gonna do that. He's leaving. Benitez already told him, like, if the hair's coming, you have to be the third after Taylor. That's what I heard. That's what they're saying right now, and I go with that.
Okay. An interesting question in by Real Madrid pundit. Should Perez resign if Real Madrid fail to win a major trophy next year? Your thoughts on that?
Who's better than him? I don't think that can happen because it's not just Florentino. He's the head, but what about the executive? They pushed Benitez this year, and it's on them if we don't win nothing. Like, it's not just on Florentino. Florentino already proposed. Club, they didn't win the executives choose Benitez, and so it's on them. This year with Barcelona winning the three important titles, they're like massacre for Real Madrid. That's why they have to fire Ancelotti, no doubt of it.
Okay, and final one. Drillan wants to know how many players will the club sign this transfer window?
At least two of them, and they have to be really big.
So 2 big signings.
Like the hair, I think the hair is coming, like already, with 30 millions as soon as possible.
Okay, do you think there'll be a Galactico signing?
Yes, at least 2 of them.
So to end this show, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions. Just logically, you just have to give me really quick answers here. Who do you think will be sold?
Well, it depends. I think Benzema could be.
You think Benzema will be sold?
Yeah, could be.
And replaced by who? Aguero?
No, because I think Cristiano Ronaldo is gonna change the game, the way he's been playing lately, and he's gonna be the 9. He could be a very good 9 this year.
But hasn't Cristiano said previously that he doesn't want to be a number 9? Because Mourinho actually tried that, didn't he? He tried to play Cristiano as a 9, and he said he dislikes it, and then he moved back to the left.
That's the thing. That's a very good question, by the way. Because that's what Benitez is bringing to the table. Order in the locker room. It's not except to Cristiano because he's a good player, and he should be doing what's the best for the team. Bale, I think, is the future.
So you think there's no way Bale is sold this summer?
If they play Bale in the right position, we can take a lot of advantage of him. Like we're not selling Bale. I mean, Florentino is not selling Bale. No.
All right, great stuff. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for the podcast. Thank you for joining us, Jeinny. It's been a pleasure, and thank you to everyone who has tuned in and, of course, tweeted. As always, hit like, share, and subscribe. I've been Muddassir Hussain, and I'll catch you soon.